We're really excited about the Peach Festival. It's apparently one of the biggest festivals in South Carolina, and everybody is the whole band was just really excited about being there and getting out on the road and hoping to show South Carolina kind of what we got for music and what we're doing. And I gotta say this, the Peach Festival, from everything we saw, they were very hospitable and they took great care of us. Just nicest bunch of people that we've ever dealt with at shows. We got there about 3 o'clock, set up, sound check. We didn't go on until 9, so we brought 3 or 4 fishing poles and we all went down to this lake that was right next to the stage, literally right next to the stage, and walked about 50 feet and fished. I caught some record-sized bluegill, and by record I mean, I wasn't aware that a fish could actually go after a lure bigger than it. We were about an hour behind on setup. The sound company was running behind due to weather, and the first band got up and they played their set and got done, and then second band got up and they played about 2 songs, and then all of a sudden they stopped. And we looked down, we were up eating dinner actually at the tent on the top of the hill. We looked down and saw that they were all kind of scrambling, and then we looked at the sky and realized that there was a storm kind of heading in. Went down, found out that they had decided to shut everything down and start covering everything up for the massive storm that was coming straight at us, and wasn't that far out. So I had the band go down and tear all of our stuff down off the stage and put what we could in the trailer before the storm hit, cover what we couldn't with tarps, and then just kind of rode out that storm and waited for it to pass. And then when the storm was past, we realized there was an earth storm coming, and so we decided to tear the rest of our stuff down and get it secured in the trailer. When we realized that the festival was going to get rained out and we weren't going to be playing on stage, we went and grabbed a couple guitars, and Keegan, my lead guitarist, and I went up and started playing for the crowd.
As much as I know that whole song. Anyway, all right, so you want some, who said Johnny Cash? You said Johnny Cash?
Everybody loves Johnny Cash. He
Why
gets
not?
stumped.
How we doing, folks? I hear a train a-come. It's rolling around.
So the reaction that we got when we played our original songs was really impressive. They were very connecting and very, very interactive with our songs. And that was really neat because they had told us that they can hear the songs by George Strait and Johnny Cash and whoever else we were playing. They can hear those anytime, but they were really interested in hearing our original music. And they were also kind of intrigued by the fact that we came up there and actually went and got close and one-on-one and personal with them. I don't think they were expecting that, because not a whole lot of bands do that kind of stuff. Not a whole lot of artists will take the time in the middle of a thunderstorm to go out and play for a crowd underneath a tent. And but that just all boils down to the fact that it's about them, not us. And it's going to be always about them and not us, and that's the goal. I hope I never get too big to go ahead and grab a guitar and go out into a crowd when it's pouring down rain. And I hope I always remember that that's where it started, is in these type of shows, where we're walking backstage in a thunderstorm, loading up stuff, and then as soon as we're done and we're soaking wet, we go ahead and grab a guitar and head out. I mean, I just think that's so cool. That's something very different than anything that anybody else does.
It's kind of fun. We wrote this one with a friend of ours, a good friend of ours, Josh McGaffey. We also wrote it with a guy named Aaron Henningsen. And Aaron Henningsen wrote a couple of #1s for the Van Perry and Billy Currington and Sarah Evans. And so anyways, we decided we just want to write a simple love song duet, right? And this is what we came up with right here. Like a farmer plants his seed and now his corn it grows.
Like a diner's always hoping it won't ever fail.
Like lovers carve their name into that old oak tree. Maybe you know you and me just have fun naturally. I breathe in, baby, you breathe out. I'll kiss your neck. Maybe